Lux be a VA tonight.
Ooh, Smudgy the crooner.
It was a bit Vegas-y. Brat Pack. I'm a brat, really. But you know, I think it was
We
Rat
knew that
Pack,
already.
but you know, whatever.
I think you're thinking of the Rat Pack, but yeah, we can do Brat Pack for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like a good
felt
brat tag, you know.
when I realised who we were speaking to today, I just had Vegas in my head for some reason. I had that song. It's weird.
It's odd. Why? Why would you have that stuck in your
I
head?
don't know. Why would I, Jules?
Maybe because it sounds a lot like the VA we're talking to today, because we're talking to Lux today.
Yeah,
we are. We're talking to Lux.
It's a bit like
yeah.
Prince, where it's just like one name. Lux.
Just Lux.
Cher.
So
Sting.
let's tell our Clitizens a little bit about Lux, shall we?
Oh, go on then.
So Lux has been a Quinn audio creator for over 2 years. As an anonymous creator, he likes to think of himself as an international man of mystery.
Known for stirring his coffee with the same fingers he uses to coax magic from his guitar and other things, hint, hint, and for producing what his listeners generously call growls.
Lux is not afraid to try new things or to experiment and see what happens. Chaos is his best friend. Music, his confidant. Tacos, his favourite meal.
Okay.
I mean,
I have to say, and I really hate playing favorites, this might be the best bio we have ever got from.
a pretty good bio.
It's so fun, and I love it.
This bio is muy bien.
Right, first off, I'm not ambidextrous. But tacos, favourite meal. Do you know what? I genuinely don't think I've ever had a taco. In fact, I know I haven't. I've never had a taco.
I had a taco earlier today.
Did you?
In honor of Lux.
Yes, of course, of course. You got to prepare. That's for science as well, you know. Oh, we've done a really good job not making a joke about tacos right now.
We
I'm just
have.
saying.
We have.
We're doing
really,
it, right?
We are.
We're
Don't know
saving
why.
it for Lux.
Yeah.
I know. We're just, God, the professionalism is just amazing, isn't it?
We really
Should we-
do. All right.
Well, should we bring him in and talk all things taco?
Come on in, Lux.
Yes. Well, welcome, Lux. How are you?
I am good. You know, it is a fine Tuesday, correct?
It-
It is. I had to look it up. I'm like, is it?
You do?
Sometimes
it's
I
seeing
lose
it.
track of time.
Do you do this full time, Lux?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually on like a break. I have a kind of an extended lunch break.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I
Nice.
have a full-time job that is not this.
Oh gosh.
And I do this when I make time to do this because obviously this is so much more fun.
Sure.
Of course.
And I absolutely wanted to talk to you, so I said, yeah, let's do this now. But yeah, no, this is not this is not my full-time job. I wish it was. Hopefully we'll get there someday soon. But
Hell yeah.
Well, we are very happy that you have taken time out of your lunch to spend some
you.
time with us.
well, thank you.
You know what's really fun, Lux, is
Mhm.
we like to start off warming up our guests with a little game.
Yes, that's the intimidating part.
Oh,
This is going to be so up your street. You have nothing
What
to
are-
worry about.
yeah.
What are they gonna hit me with? I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go.
Okay.
So we'll tell you about the game, what it
okay.
is, and then we will ask for your consent because that's important. And then we'll
Okay.
dive in, and you will
All right.
wow us with your knowledge.
Yeah,
You will. He's going to be so happy when he hears what the game is.
Yeah, yeah.
no idea.
Okay. So the game is called Taco Bout Trivia.
Oh God.
So we're going to ask you some trivia questions about tacos.
Oh, okay.
I
Favorite
mean,
food?
come on.
I-
They're your favorite food according to
I-
your bio.
You know, yes. And it's Taco Tuesday, so yeah, let's go for it.
See?
It is.
Look how
Lux
good
with
we
the
are.
win.
Didn't even realize that.
Yeah, totally.
We knew. Of course we knew.
Okay. Here we go. See how much you really love tacos.
I'm still scared.
Wait, did we ask you for your consent, actually?
Did we?
Did
I
we?
don't know.
Did you wanna play?
Not. Yes, I do. I'm
Wonderful.
He sounds
nervous
terrified.
shaking in my boots. Yes.
Bless you.
Okay. So the first question.
Yes.
What are the two most common taco shell types?
taco shell types, like the corn tortilla taco shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're even getting more specific than you need to.
Well, it's like well, there's like the hard taco shell, and there's the soft tortilla, like what I call the original taco, which is like the mini tortillas when you come like two, like you have two of them, so that if you spill out of the first one, you can use the second tortilla to eat whatever fell out of the first one, so you don't miss out on all that goodness.
Skills.
Right.
Yes.
You got it.
You got it.
Wow, see?
Yeah.
Hard and soft is all we were looking for, and you use your knowledge. I realize how dirty that sounds as I say.
I know, me too. I know.
It was not the intention.
And I'm looking at the next answer as well, and once again, we've gone down that road. Yeah.
Okay, Jules.
All right, next one. What meat is used in a carnitas taco?
Oh, that's pork.
Beautiful.
I told you these were going to be way too easy for a taco lover.
I don't like to humiliate our guests like you do with your game, Smudgy. I like to set my guest up for success.
The whole time I was like, I'm wondering what they're gonna do for this game thing, because I'm listening to your other episodes and I'm like, oh no.
Like, because 9 times out of 10 I do the game.
Smudgy does.
And
I don't.
I kind of have a brain that doesn't do this type of game.
I did this game.
Yes, I did this game.
Because I don't like to humiliate the guests.
So this is where any type of pronunciation goes out the window. Didn't learn Spanish or anything. So here we go. What does al pastor mean in English? What does al pastor mean in English?
Shepherd style.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not pastor.
Okay.
Pasta.
How do you pronounce it then? It's pasta.
Al pastor.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's what you said.
Yeah.
No.
I think if we rewound this back, that's exactly what I said and how I said it.
That's all right.
That's right.
What fruit is traditionally served on El Pastor tacos?
Oh man. See, this is where you got me, because I don't normally get them. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got a hint.
Do you need a hint? Okay. Sometimes, actually, no, I'm going to say it. This tastes delicious on pizza.
Pineapple.
See,
yes.
you went pizza. I was saying if you turn it upside down, you can swing on it.
See, I love pineapple on pizza, so that's the first thing I thought of.
Me too. It's my favorite, so.
Yeah, see, and this divides people like immediately.
Massively.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already questioning my friendship with Jules.
Wait, I have to know, because I do love pineapple and I've never had it on pizza. So, like, what else is on the pizza that you have it on, Jules?
So traditionally people do ham. I'm not a huge ham person, so I do pineapple because I love sweet and savory together.
So pineapple on like a plain cheese pizza.
With pepperoni and a side of ranch.
What on
I've never
earth?
done the ranch part, but I'm gonna have to try that.
Yes, little crispy crust, absolute perfection. See again. All right, next one. What type of fish is most commonly used in Baja style fish tacos?
Oh, I don't actually know, but I love them. I love them.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? Is it tilapia? Is it goldfish?
That's a problem if it's goldfish.
3 letters, white fish.
Oh, 3
And if you
letters.
turn it round the opposite way, it's another VA that ends in rapture.
It's really good, Smudgy.
Odd.
Yes!
Oh my god.
It's fine.
I knew it would fail. I knew it would fail.
The other example could be mahi mahi as well.
Yes.
See, I didn't know what that was. I thought that was a cocktail.
That's a Mai Tai.
Mai Tai.
Sounds the same.
Doesn't taste the same.
Right, next one. What's the difference between a taco dorado, and a regular taco?
It's like dorado.
What does that mean?
It's like roasted. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a roasted, toasted, like more of a burnt
Yes, fried
flavor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mine. Okay.
It's you.
What animal does barbacoa traditionally come from in central Mexico?
traditionally come from? Is it goat, lamb?
It's a cow, specifically the head, which is
It's the one I don't get. It's the one I avoid.
same.
I avoid that one. I avoid the tongue one. No, I'm gonna stick to the stuff that
Yeah,
I prefer
exactly.
to look at.
Well, I didn't know until now that barbacoa was that because I love barbacoa. So I'm
Mm.
probably gonna think about it a little differently
sorry,
now.
Jules.
Oh, it's totally fine. It's
Totally
fine.
not that at all. No.
I know.
It's
Well,
probably-
mine's from
No.
Chipotle, so it's probably not.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's
it's
yeah.
probably just
I'm sure it's not.
whatever.
Thanks, Jules.
All right. What does trompo refer to in taco culture?
I don't know.
I love that he just right away.
I'm blanking.
I know. That's the best part.
See, because I know the word Spanish. The word trompo is a top.
It's a what?
The top, like you spin the top. You know. Like
Okay.
it's a
Okay.
trompo. A trompo. So is it the thing that the meat's like on turning while they're cutting?
Yes!
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. I just got really excited you got that. It is
Right?
the spinning vertical spit used to cook al pastor meat.
Mm-hmm.
Lux, you gotta
Yes.
trust yourself more,
Yes.
man.
I
That was
think I do.
great.
I think I do. I came in here super nervous. To be honest, I'm like the most like shy person like in real life.
Oh, we're sorry.
And to come
But-
into the three of us, Jesus.
But Lux is very different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. What's the purpose of the radishes often served alongside tacos?
To eat them.
That's what I would say. And to be fair, I think you're right.
he is right.
Not-
He's
It is.
right.
How can they be that? It's a radish.
They're
I
a
love
palate
radishes.
cleanser
They're amazing.
Because they're just like not,
because they don't taste like anything.
they
so
don't
they're
taste
just
like anything.
So they're a palate cleanser. They add crunch and freshness between bites.
They don't taste like anything to you?
Radish is an onion, isn't
Radishes?
it?
No.
Is it a type of onion?
Really?
What do they
I
taste
mean,
like?
they're really
to you?
pungent. They're like really strong, almost kind of spicy.
Here in the UK,
Really?
we use them as onions, radishes.
Yeah.
Are we thinking of something else?
I know. I just pick a radish out of my salad. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, radishes, they don't taste like anything. You know what? It's probably the shit produce we have in New England.
It probably
It
is.
is.
It's been on a
Kaza.
truck for 9 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I got them
sometimes
from like the local market, it'd probably be super flavorful or something. You
It's
know?
pungent.
they can be very strong, like to the point where it'll make you tear up if you have a really strong one. You can also bake them.
I'm
If you
like,
bake a radish, they taste sweet.
really?
But I just don't believe I can't believe they have flavor.
I know. That's why I was like, they taste like nothing,
They were just a crunch. Oh my
No wonder the
goodness.
question was like, "What's the purpose of them?"
right?
They taste like nothing.
I know. So
What are you
that's why I was
talking
like,
about?
duh, palate cleanser.
Well done, Lux.
It must be good.
Yes, you did it.
I survived.
Yes. And now on to the improv portion of the game. I'm just
All
kidding.
right,
I'm
let's
just
go.
kidding. Just fucking with you.
Now for Jules'
Oh my
game.
god, he's literally just had a stroke.
You'd be like, and my internet just went out. Sorry, guys.
Whoops.
So, what was your life like before Audio Erotica?
What
then?
was my life like? What I guess my life was what it is when I'm not doing this. That's just the nature of the thing. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny. I don't think anyone. So I'm an anonymous audio creator, first of all.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Mhm.
people don't know in my normal everyday life that I do this. I don't
Mhm.
tell them. These are like two separate worlds for me. So yeah, I guess the main thing that's different is I get to have fun and get into character and write scripts and edit things and make sounds and promote stuff and have a small Patreon community that is really just cheering me on most of the time and we're just having fun. So I think that's the big thing in the time that I put into this. Obviously I have to make time in my life for this particular thing, and that was very daunting at first because I was just thinking like how am I supposed to do this with everything else I've got going on? So
Yeah.
it's a nice creative outlet for me to get out there and be Lux.
Okay. So when do you do it? Like late at night, early mornings?
Uh, Yes, most of the time it happens late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Probably for me, anywhere between 9 and 10 p.m. is when I'm recording. And sometimes I will edit up until maybe midnight
Mm-hmm.
um, when I have to submit audios every week.
Mm-hmm.
And at first it was a lot because I was learning everything. So I remember
Mm-hmm.
staying up till maybe like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, editing things
Oh
in
gosh.
order to
Oh
submit
my
them because
God.
I've got
Yeah.
work the next morning
Oh.
and I don't have time to do it then, you know.
Right.
Um, but
Wow.
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I gotten a lot faster, quicker at the whole process, and I've learned, the times of day, or I've learned to read myself because what I've realized is uh, I release things on a consistent basis on Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't
Yeah.
produce them um like in that I don't know how to say it, like every week. Like I'm not as creative every single week. And
Mm.
there are weeks when I'm just like, oh yeah, let's do this. I could do two, three different things
Mm-hmm.
and set myself up
Yeah.
so that I don't show up to the booth with a script or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm just not feeling it. Like I'm just exhausted. I'm tired and I don't want to do it.
Mm.
Um, because I think that's one of the pitfalls where you start getting into the burnout phase of
Yeah.
things.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
I've just really learned to kind of read myself and take better care of myself over the last few years. Just to recognize
Good.
the rhythms of creativity
Yeah.
that I have myself, um, and
Mm.
honoring that. So
Nice.
yeah, that's been
Are
fun.
you like naturally a night owl or not? Like having to record that late, was that something you had to get used to, or are you just used to being up late anyway? Like me, I go to bed at 8 o'clock. So
I'm so that is early.
I know I
Yeah.
don't
As
I
really.
was going to
That's
say,
guys. That's my so.
stop
That's my
12.
social like my social battery time. I go to bed. I tell everyone I'm going to bed, and that means like leave Jules
Yeah.
leave
alone.
me
You
alone.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's done for the day.
Yeah, I so I've always been a night owl.
Yeah.
That's always just been me.
Good.
It's had to change over time. Because obviously I have like a regular daytime job and I gotta be there,
Right.
8 in the morning or whatever.
Ew.
So I can't be that a night owl that I know that I am.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have
Mm.
to just really manage my energy and time. But also, you know, I am an introvert, so being by myself and working on things on my own is kind of fun
Yeah.
and kind of energizing. So I think that's why it's worked. That's why I can do this late at night because I'm like, oh, I'm tired of dealing with all the other things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to just like sit in my little booth and pretend to be something else
Yeah.
So
for a
fun.
little bit,
Yeah.
and edit that and be creative and just
Mm.
be with myself in that process.
So, how did you find the world?
I used to listen to a lot of audio erotica. I guess I have a thing for like voices and sound, and I stumbled across literotica like many years ago and I just started listening, and I was just kind of mesmerized by all of it. Like this is all happening just in my ears. Like,
Yeah.
no one no
Mm-hmm.
one knows I'm listening to this, and it was fun at first and just like out of curiosity, and then I started realizing, oh, this is kind of interesting because I kind of I'm listening to people say things that are very sometimes they make you feel things. And I guess I wasn't expecting that, At first, I was just curious about listening to, I don't know, this sort of taboo thing that, like,
Yeah.
I didn't want anyone to know I was listening to it. But, I listen to people do scripts and they're writing their own stories and getting creative or even funny. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Eventually, there was a bunch of like male voices too, and I was like, I'm curious to know what they are doing and like how does this work? And I listened to a few and it was like, okay, this is weird. Like I don't know about this. This is weird. After a while, I was like, I feel like I could probably do this. I didn't immediately jump into it. I think a few years back, like during COVID and everything, I was looking into possibly doing audio book narration. And so I recorded a few samples of audio, put it out there to see if I would get anything back. And like the only offers I got back were for like narrating like audio erotica stuff.
Oh wow.
And I was like,
Okay.
that's weird. I don't think I want to do that. Like, I gotta put my name on that. And like, that's
Mm.
I don't know if I want to do that yet. And I think Quinn had started right around that same time. And I had looked at their application stuff because I was curious. And yeah, it was kind of like over the years, just kind of like this thing that was snowballing. And eventually at some point I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna try this out and make sort of these spicy audio things and see what happens. And eventually I landed in TikTok and Instagram back then. And I connected with a few people, a script writer and Alice, and we did a little collab. And then I had another script writer that wanted to work with me, and I did a script by them. And it ended up being the script fill that I used as my audition for Quinn. So I applied and I submitted that, and they liked it, and they were like, come on board, like we want you. So it happened. It seemed to happen very quickly, but it was this thing that had been snowballing for years for me. And so when I finally got there, I was just kind of shocked that I got in, and I was scared because I'm like, these guys are like they're big. They're like big names, and like everyone's talking to them. They're amazing, and they put out so much content.
Yeah.
And it took me about a month to do that script bill because I had like audio editing stuff that I needed to learn to do. I had like music I had to find, ambiance things. I remember spending like 3 days trying to figure out how to make it sound like when you go inside a room when music's playing outside and you close the door and it's just a
Oh
muffled
yeah.
sound. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell do I do this? So, and I was working on like free software, and I had like a beat up mic.
Wow.
And I managed to pull it off. But then
Okay,
I
yeah.
realized that took me a month. I don't think I worked on audio in a week. Are you serious? Uh, so it was a wild ride to get to that point. I had a little bit of experience working at a small radio station when I was in college,
Mhm.
and I knew the basics of like audio reinforcement and recording, but it had been a while, and software has changed so much, and like everything. So I just had a lot to learn in a very short amount of time, and just so much imposter syndrome at the beginning. So yeah, it was it was I looking back, I'm like, I can't believe I'm still here. I can't believe I
Really?
made it here. This is all, it's been a lot. I'm excited about it and I love it, but it was really daunting at first.
I bet.
Where did the name come from? Did Quinn name you, or was you always Lux?
My name was Pollux. Um, I was that was the original name I went with, VA Pollux, or Pollux.va. Um, Pollux is one of the stars in the Gemini constellation. I'm a Gemini. And so I just, trying to figure out like what name I could use. And I ended up, okay, I think I identify with this. This is kind of cool. I could do Pollux, but it just felt too long. And also when I picked it, I didn't realize how far I would get.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
after a while, I was like, I don't like how that sounds. That's weird. Because then people started saying it. And I'm like, oh no, like that doesn't sound, I don't like that. I think we need to shorten it. Maybe we could do Lux. And then we went with Lux, and I like the idea of Lux, and it means light, and just I just love everything about it. So I stuck with it. And when I went on to Quinn, I told him, yeah, let's just do Lux. And that's when it really solidified.
I love the name. I mean, I think it's beautiful for all those reasons you said, light, etc. And it's also just like when I think of Lux, like luxurious, like that kind of Lux. It's very rich and soft and warm and cozy, and like your audios really fit
Inviting.
that.
Yes.
Like
Thanks.
very inviting, and so
Yeah.
all forms of luck. It fits you. I think it fits
does.
you.
Yeah.
And also Pollux. I mean, it's very British, like, what a load of bollocks.
See,
Sounds a
Like
lot like
bollocks,
bollocks.
yeah.
Sorry, it just does. Yeah.
I was just going to ask you to pronounce it for me because to me it would say,
Yeah.
I was like, Smudge is going to say it and it's going to sound like bollocks. When
So good job
in
going
the
with
end,
Lux.
in the end, it was a good idea. And I was like, it's a short, one syllable, 3 letters, and yeah, I stick with it.
So how would you say, Lux, that this work kind of allows you to express yourself in ways that maybe otherwise you hadn't been able to?
I think one of the biggest things about this whole endeavor, I think for me, is just being able to freely speak about sex.
Yeah.
Just talking about sex. I grew up in a very sort of traditional religious household, and so sex was just out of the question. It was the thing you didn't do until you got married, and it it I don't think I realized how it affected me as an individual, and the negative connotations surrounding sex, or even talking about sex, and how that felt repressed for me. So I would have never believed anyone if they told me that I would be doing this. Like, I would be like, you're out of your mind. Like, I don't know what you're like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just been it's so different, and it's opened me up, and it's made me reflect on things in my own life, and I've been able to sort of make peace with things like religious trauma, or things that happened in my past that shouldn't have happened, and just, I don't know, I feel like I've discovered this whole other side of being a human being.
Yeah.
And it's been incredible, and I'm really grateful for the experience. My partner and I, Lady Lux, and I we talk a lot about things, and she'll bring up things like, yeah, like, you used to never be able to, like, freely talk about some of the things we now talk about, just and it's normal. And we've gotten into this habit of just talking about sex in a way that is very just like eye-opening and free. And I just feel so much lighter about so many things, and accepting myself, accepting where I'm at. And
That's great.
I didn't expect so much healing to come from this.
Yeah. None of us did.
none of us did.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what is like, what? So yeah, it's definitely changed me in a lot of ways, and it continues to be something that is transformative. Yeah.
I think that's the
Wow.
perfect word for it. It is transformative. And you don't realize how heavy the burden was that you were carrying until it was lifted. Like the religious trauma and the taboo around sex. That's like, wow, that was heavy.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know I was in it. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like weird to describe. It's like there's this, like, you're in a cloud and you don't know you're in a cloud, and it clears up and you can finally see, and you're like, wait, I was in that thing for so long.
Yes.
And yeah, so yes.
Yeah.
We totally get it.
Yeah,
Been there.
we've all been there. And when you start, seeing that, and you're like, this, I'm dealing with like learned shame, and then all of a sudden you aren't feeling that anymore, and it just, like you said, lighter is such a perfect word for it.
The shame and the guilt and the
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you're in communities that are predominantly women. What's the difference between how you were traditionally brought up in regards to a man's role and who you are as a man to how you feel now after being
Yeah.
surrounded?
I grew up in a very macho, like,
Mm.
um, very, very rigid gender norms.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
just this idea that as a man, you do not express emotion, especially you
Oh,
do not, like, boys don't cry kind of thing.
no.
Um,
Mm.
and so, in addition to the religious traditionalism, there was also this, like, you're a man and you need to act like one and you need to suck it up and just, like, that's what you do. I have always been a very emotional person,
Mm-hmm.
but what that caused in me was this inability to even recognize what I was feeling and just repressing so much of it. So coming into this space and being able to begin to explore and allow this sort of emotional awareness to develop and grow, and to the point where I can freely express it,
Mm.
is has been really amazing. I know that, as an anonymous creator, obviously you don't see me, but, like, that made it a little easier at first to be able to show those emotions and to express those emotions in audio, that I wasn't able to do that before. And obviously that kind of bleeds into the rest of my life, because I'm like, oh, I am able to do this. I am able to begin to recognize the things that I'm feeling and to communicate them. And in terms of, like, community, I the one thing that I am grateful for and growing up was that, I grew up with sisters, so I knew how the world was different for them compared
Mm.
to me. There
Wow.
was, like, the double standards and everything, and I
Yeah.
grew up observing it and being close to them and talking to them. I always sort of knew I wasn't really quite fitting the typical male, ideal
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
for the environment I grew up in. So I always felt insecure about things. But being now in this community, I think I've just learned to listen and to kind of see and learn about women's experiences through what they share and they talk about, and with my partner. And there's just so much to learn, and I have just learned so much about what women have to deal with on a daily basis,
Mm.
that, growing up a male, I didn't realize, oh, I never had to think about those things. I never
Yeah.
had to think about, whether or not someone was looking at me a certain way or was thinking about doing something, like, behind my back, or, like,
Mm.
simply just, like, you know, asking you to smile. Like,
Ugh.
it's
Oh,
like
God.
yeah.
I've become so
Yeah.
disappointed with
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
so many
Fine.
things.
Yeah.
Mm.
So many things in society that have just never been challenged, and things that are protected that shouldn't be protected versus the people who
Mm-hmm.
should be. And it's just, there's so much there. But I've just always been an open-minded person, and that means that I've also been open-minded to the fact that maybe I don't know all things, and
Mm.
there's space to learn. And I've learned so much. I feel like I'm not the same person I was when I started this. Like,
Wow.
Wow.
I'm different. I feel
Mm.
it. I feel it even in, like, the way that I approach the mic on a weekly basis when I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. It
Okay.
is, if I can say, it has become this thing that is almost, I'm very passionate about the things
Mm-hmm.
that I do. And
Yeah.
there's almost a spiritual aspect
Yeah.
to creativity for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm connecting to something and I'm channeling it. I've been more aware. I've become more aware of the feelings and the things that people are that are experiencing around me.
Hmm.
And in a lot of ways, I feel like I kind of just kind of hone in to sort of this almost like collective cloud of, like, feeling. And I try to work from there. I think my best work comes from those moments. I don't always get it right, but I do have sort of this. desire, I guess, to speak to like the core of what we may be feeling collectively. I don't always do it, but I feel like I do tend to like gravitate towards that approach. And I think that's why I've made it this far, because I always want to do something that's meaningful. And sometimes it's fun to just be spicy and be hilarious,
Of course.
wild and silly, and that's cool too. That's really creative. But I think that what really
Yeah, of
drives me
course.
is that idea that I could actually speak to something that really matters, that is going to be impactful beyond the entertainment aspect of audio erotica. And I feel like that's really me. And it's been it's been interesting. It's led me to feel scripts that tell stories that are very different. And sometimes I'm like doing this, I'm like, do I really want to do this? Because it's just like it's almost kind of sad. And I don't know if like this even belongs in this space. Um and so I've taken some sort of creative risks, and I've just learned to kind of trust my gut on these things, and just know that not everyone's gonna love everything I do, and that's okay. That's part of being creative. But yeah, just doing those new things
Yeah.
or different things, or things that maybe are unexpected in the space, are is kind of in my niche. That's if I can say that.
Do you find the conversations you're having with your male friends now? You've said you think you've changed to be a completely different person now, or to a different
Mm-hmm.
person now than you were back
Mm-hmm.
then. Do you find the conversations you have with your male friends now are more rounded, or still more traditional?
Yes, it's been, I mean, they've noticed the change. And I think partly the change is due to me working on myself so consistently as well. Um Mental health has always been a really big thing for me. It is something that I've struggled with, and I've been consistently like working through things with a therapist for a long time now, and working out a lot of these things that were sources of guilt and shame growing up. And I'm doing this now, and it's like, how is it moving me forward? How is it changing me? But my male friends, they were already a little different, because I was already a little different. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I feel like the conversations we have are very um they become more open in terms of sex, because guys
Yeah.
never talk about like sex in the way that women talk about sex. They're
Yeah.
not as open about their sex lives. It's a real like vulnerable feeling, I think, for a lot of guys to talk to other men about their sex lives, like, oh, something weird's happening with their partner, or like those are not things they typically share. But now with my close friends, like, we will talk about those things. We will talk about um like, how are you dealing like with intimacy, and like, how do you feel about the like, how do you feel about your sex life? Like, what are some of the things that maybe you've like repressed? Because like, I've repressed so much here, like, that's so weird. Or like, what do you think about, how can we be better at listening, at like protecting? Because it almost feels like there's so much stuff happening, there's so many bad things in the world. Like, how do we counter that in a way that is helpful? Because sometimes it does feel like there's so few of us that actually care. So it's gotten to that. And I think that having a partner has really helped throughout the process of this. And the conversations that I have with her are, like, some things I just don't even know about. Like, she brought up the whole thing with this website I'm sure you've heard about.
Oh
And
yeah.
I had
Yeah.
no idea. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, haven't you heard? I'm like, what are you talking about right now? And she's like, everyone's talking about, like, I don't know what, like, and it came as such a shock to me.
Yeah.
Um, And it's just like, okay, how do we, I mean, I think growing up, I would see, like as like maybe a teenager or even younger, like the way that boys talked about girls and like the things that they would say about them behind their back. And I would feel uncomfortable. I didn't exactly know what to do about it or how, like I was also trying to fit in, and like I was always kind of like the weird kid. And so like it was just weird. Like I already felt at that point like something's wrong and I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know who to talk to about it.
Mm.
And now it's like, oh no, like I just need to be like, like how would I react if this was like my partner? Like like it's just like anger. Like there's just all this anger that would come out.
Yeah.
And it's like how do we confront and how do we talk to people about things that we see that are not, they're just not good? How do we bring it up? How do we confront them in a way that doesn't just like have them ignore us and continue to do whatever the hell they're doing? How do we actually make them see like this is not okay? um
Yeah.
so it's a continuing conversation that I continue to have with Lady Lux, and with my friends. And it's something that it's like every time that we talk about it, I'm like, I uncover something else, and I'm like, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't happen.
Mm.
That shouldn't have happened to you when you were that age. That shouldn't have happened
Yeah.
to me when I was that age. Like, and there's so many things that I just like. We were just having a conversation the other day, like, oh, like I was just telling her like something that happened to me when I was like much younger, and she's like, yeah, that shouldn't have happened. I'm like, you know what's weird? I never thought of that. That never crossed my mind.
Yep.
And there's so many of those things. And
Yeah.
like how are we setting up the world and society for those that come after us, for those that are younger than us, for those that are actually growing up right now?
Yeah.
I feel a certain sense of responsibility, um, to do better.
Yeah. It's a tall order, right?
is.
It's to
Yeah.
try to do better, because it can really feel like you're swimming upstream a lot of the time. Um,
Yeah.
but I guess it's worth swimming, continuing to swim.
Yes.
You know,
Lots of small conversations can lead to big change.
that's
Yeah.
true.
But
Exactly.
you've got to have the conversations. It doesn't matter how small the conversation is, just it can lead to something a lot bigger. So keep having the conversations, Lux. Keep having them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even the fact that you and Lady Lux talked about that, and because she told you about the website, now it was on your radar, so it could be on the radar for your other male friends. Because let me tell you, I don't know one woman who hasn't heard about that article. But
Yeah.
but my husband hadn't heard about it either.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it too.
Right.
Like it's such a big news. How did I not know? It had been a few days by then. And
Mm-hmm.
and granted, I don't spend as much time on social media as like other people might. And but like it just hit me, and I was just like, I couldn't believe her. I was like, what are you like? Are you serious? Like
Yeah.
this is like an actual thing?
Mm.
Um, and it made me scared.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
made me scared, and then it made me just like angry because I feel like it's just been a barrage of things.
Rapid
There's too
succession.
much at
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and it's like
constant.
everything is falling apart. And
Mm-hmm.
like I
Yes.
think for me everything has just been sort of deconstructed.
Yeah.
And uh,
Yes.
um it started with these really traditional beliefs I held at one point, and that I kind of broke through that. And now it's like I was telling her the other day, I just feel like everything, like all of these things that we've taken for granted about how society works, and just everything is gone. I don't know what's what. I feel like I can't trust anyone. And
Mm.
I
Yeah.
feel like maybe I'm just starting to begin to understand the world, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it. I just don't like it. How can I bring good things to the world? And how can I
Yeah.
bring good things to people who are nearby, like with people I actually interact with every day?
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone's going through this at the same time. And really the real effect I have is in the people that I see every day, the people that I talk to every day, like the people who live next door to me. um how can we how can we bring good to the world despite
Mm-hmm.
so much crap that we deal with on an
Yeah.
everyday basis? So that's been sort of my focus, and I try to
Mm.
bring that into the space of audio erotica, which sometimes is weird because it's like audio erotica is like supposed to be really spicy and exciting, and then sometimes it's like, well, here I am reading Winnie the Pooh on Patreon because it's really soothing, and maybe like doing some like sleep aid stuff, and like maybe just having fun
Yeah.
because just I've
Mm-hmm.
realized just that being creative is sort of a rebellion for me against all of
Mm-hmm.
the shit that I got to deal with, because there have been weeks when I'm just like
Like that.
I can't sit down and be creative right now. Like I feel so much like what's the point?
Yeah. I think that's a real
So
common feeling. But
Yeah.
I mean, what's so amazing, this is going to sound funny, but like I know when you said like you feel like you're seeing the world with clear eyes and it pisses you off, right? So that's a great place to be in because that's where change begins,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you step out from behind the cloud or the blindness or the whatever it might be and you see things and it's like
hmm
shit, this is something shit's
hmm
really wrong here.
hmm
It's real refreshing to hear. I mean, you can just hear it in everything that you're saying, that you're doing the work on yourself, you're doing the work like Smudge said, with like having the small conversations lead to big change.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the more we can do for ourselves, that we then impact our partners and our communities and it just keeps growing out and out. That when the world feels like it does now, that's all we can do is like it feels like joy as resistance, um, creativity as resistance, all those kinds of things. So I think, God, I mean, I'm really hopeful for the path you're on, and hope more men
Yeah,
follow it,
yeah,
and women.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
keeping conversations going, and it's giving us these spaces and safe spaces to talk openly about things that we haven't been able to for centuries, to be honest.
Mm,
So, audio erotica may seem such a small stepping stone to change,
hmm
but it's bigger than you think.
massive.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it
I,
is.
I don't think that there are very many spaces that allow for men to really sit with like what is the experience of women? How do women experience, like I was
Hmm.
telling my partner this the other day, I was like, I've never sat down to think about what are their first thoughts, like if I walk into the room, being aware of the way I move and the way I talk and the way I say things and the way I treat people. Like I'm much more aware of those things now than I was before. Before I'd never thought of those things. I never thought, oh, she might actually
Hmm.
perceive me as like maybe it's a threat, or maybe like the way I speak or the
Mm-hmm.
way I move. Like I don't know what people's experiences have been in their past,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
I've had
Right.
such a great like privilege to not have to worry. Like I don't worry about someone coming in the room. Like I don't feel threatened. I don't feel like scared. I've never thought like they're looking at me a certain way. I never thought like there's so many things that now I consider that I'd never thought of before. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, wow. I remember when
Mm,
like growing up, it was like, oh, consent is a thing. Like you can ask, and if they say yes and they're enthusiastic about it, then it's yes. Like no means no.
mm,
For me, it was just this thing that it made sense to me, but I realized for a lot of people it
yeah.
just they never really saw it in a way that that could be sexy, that could just be part of the entire the part of the experience, that could enhance the experience. um instead
Yes.
of like this thing of like, oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
kill the vibe, like what are we gonna do? I'm like, well, if you're worried about that, then fuck you, dude. Like it's like
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Exactly.
are
You
you having
shouldn't be
sex?
yeah,
shouldn't be
it's
having
like
sex with
if
the
you're
person
not
then.
comfortable, then why the
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think all those things are really important, and I think
Yeah.
it's opened a conversation up. And for me,
So
it's been
good.
interesting because also it's allowed me to open that conversation up with other men that I interact with, that I am friends with. Because sometimes they're
Mm.
curious about it, like, so like you're still doing that thing, like, it's like
Yeah.
and it's
I
like,
love that.
yeah, it's because
I love
I've
Yeah.
only
that.
told a few of them, and And it's like, so like, are you still doing that? I'm like, yeah. And like, they're like, so what's it like? Like, how do you feel? Like, is it weird? Like, and I'm like, no, dude, like it's so different than what you probably imagined. Like there's so much to it, and there's so much positive to it that I don't think you could imagine. So I tell them about the things that I'm learning and things that I'm working through and things that I'm experiencing, and it's fun. And some of them get it, some of them maybe kind of don't, because they're just not in, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not ready, but you're still planting the seed, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you're still gonna make them think.
I had one of my friends, he was like, yeah, so and so was asking about you. They were like, yeah, is he still out there being a porn star? And I'm like, no.
You're like, yeah, I am.
That is not what that is. That is not it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between those two things.
Yeah, it's really cool that you like get how, like you said, how healing the space is, because it really is. We hear that all the time in the communities that we're in.
A lot.
So, some people we speak to, they're like, oh, yeah, I just make spicy videos or audios and this and that. I'm like, you have no idea. We're around hundreds of women in these communities talking about the impact that these audios have on
and the truth is, we don't actually know on our end. We do know that it has an impact. We don't know exactly what that impact is, but I think we're glad to know that it is being experienced as a positive thing, and that it is healing. And sometimes it's just hearing something that you've maybe always needed to hear, but you never even knew you needed it. And it's like it comes through. And or even, for me, what's been interesting is filling scripts and noticing how, for example, like arguments are written. or apologizing for something. And I'm like, okay, that's actually really helpful. And like I'm learning from the scripts. I'm learning how these dynamics.
Wow.
And so I'm also learning as I'm performing things. I'm like, oh, okay, like this is good. Or maybe something is familiar. Like maybe I've had a conversation like that before, and it's like, oh, this went a completely different way, and I can see how and why, and how people perceive things differently. And I guess that's another thing that's kind of nerve-wracking about doing voice acting work, is like, when you write something, someone might read it and they perceive it based on their lived experience. They come with their lived experience to the script or the story, and like they interpret it through their own eyes, through their own experience. And sometimes it's completely different. Like I came at it and I was just completely having fun. It was just something that maybe I normally say, and I just said it. And you might experience it a certain way because of the things that you've experienced through your life. And maybe you're open to that particular emotion in a safe space where it's like, it's just you and your headphones and you hear it and you take it in, rather than having someone, immediately in front of you, or someone you're actually in a relationship with, and you hear these things. And so there's just so much what I like to call magic that happens between me at the mic and a listener with their headphones in their context.
So how do you know when an audio's done? Is there a certain feeling you're chasing when it's completed? That's what she said.
It's hard. It's done. No. Work's done here. It's difficult to know, because I almost always, or I basically never feel like something's done. I get to the point where I submit an audio because I think this is good. Is it perfect? No. But do I have more time? Absolutely not. And I need to hit that submit button, and I submit it, and then I kind of cringe, and I'm like, oh, okay, there it goes. And like, I just hope I hope it gets approved. I hope they don't send it back for edits. It's difficult to know, especially I think that writing my own scripts has gotten me into it's made me challenge my own perfectionism, because I'm like, it can't always be perfect as I imagine it to be. It's going to be a little different. I also do some where it's just completely improvised, and in those I think it's just when I feel it, and then I feel it, and I know, and it's done. Those are probably the easiest in that sense. But once I submit it, I think the imposter syndrome is so much higher for completely improv
Yeah.
stuff than scripted things. Then I'm just like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't believe I just submitted that. So yeah, I guess I don't, it depends on the project, and it just depends on where I'm at mentally and in the space. Yeah.
Mm.
I love it. How about your style? Has that kind of evolved at all since you've been doing this now 2+ years?
I don't know. I've always been sort of very chaotic. And I like to try different things and do different things. Not all my audios are the same type. I like to jump around. I think style wise, I don't know. I think the main thing that's changed is maybe the novelty of it. It's not as new to me anymore. I was like this excited puppy when I first got in. And now I don't think of it the same way. It's still exciting. It's just a different kind. It's like a different kind of love for the work. I think my approach has been to focus more on the work. I started on like TikTok and like Instagram, and so I realized that at some point, like, these things are taking more time away from me and my energy that I want to put into creating these things and actually putting the work out and like growing. And so I've actually sort of just reduced my media presence, my social media presence, to just TikTok and Patreon, and I use the rest of the time to actually unplug. That's become sort of something that I've gotten in a habit of. I got in a habit of picking up a book and just reading, and I don't want to be out with my phone. I just want to just sit down and not do 10 things at the same time. Because I'm so like everywhere, so scatterbrained. And so I've learned to like, I need to sit down and go outside and not have anything playing and allow my brain to be creative in ways that maybe have nothing to do with audio erotica, so that when I get into it, like, I'm fresh and I'm refreshed and I can jump into things. Another thing with social media, I had to back off from it, was just there's so much shit online, and it's like and like I can't open up my phone and just be hit with things. It's almost like they've taken away our ability to choose what we want to see and what we expose ourselves to, and they're just like throwing things at us, and it's like, no, I can't do that anymore. I also want to stay informed, so it's like this weird like balance I have to strike. But I know myself, and I know how sensitive I am to things, and I don't want that to carry into my work, because I want my work to be something that is positive. And I want to be able to get into the booth and be here, be present, because these are the things that I can actually control.
It is always such a conundrum of like, I don't want to bury my head in the sand, but listen, we couldn't bury our heads in the sand if we tried these days.
No.
Like, it's just, we're always going to find out. I'm going to, because I haven't, it's been years since
Yeah.
I've watched the news. I just don't. Because I'm same thing. I'm way too sensitive. I am a sensitive sponge, incredibly empathetic, and it's a heavy load to carry. And so I have to just protect my peace. And I'm going to find out what's going on, of course. But like you said, like when you go in the booth and create, like, I believe when any artist creates anything, whether it's an audio in here, whether it's a book that they write or a piece of music, the energy with which you create that is also communicated to the end user. So I can appreciate wanting to go into the booth with energy that's not toxic from social media, and more clear, because that's going to come across in the audio.
Yep. Agreed.
What's one thing after this time that you wish people understood about the space, or you?
I saw recently a post. Someone wrote I don't remember where I saw it. Something about celebrities exist in a space that isn't real. There's this weird space that people put you on, like a pedestal or something, because you're a creator of some sort, or you're in a particular platform, and all of a sudden there's like this aura around you. I guess I just like people to realize that, like, we're human. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like, we're human, we have feelings, we are not like these superhuman people or these celebrities. Like, we deal with shit day in and day out. We do so much other things that are just like you. Everyone is, I think, everyone has like this intrinsic value, but like, I don't want to be put on a pedestal because it's just not good. It's just not good for us as VAs. It's not good for listeners or the audiences to put us in a certain pedestal. I grew up being put on a pedestal and I just do not want it as well. So I appreciate, anonymity, and I appreciate the respect that I've received from the community. And I want to also give that respect as well to my audience, who have been very generous in supporting me and just, listening and being fun. Like, if I were to say, I say it a lot, like, take care of yourselves, because, I know a lot of us are constantly online, and it's like, it's so easy to ignore the things that you actually do need in your life. And I don't know, fill it up with other things that take up your time. I have become very aware of that in my own life. And so I guess I just want to share that with people. I've always just wanted to be a source of inspiration and a source of something good in the world. And what each of us does affects other people that we might not even know. And so I think that's helped me to commit myself to like improving me. I think if we want to change things, we got to change ourselves. And that's sometimes the hardest thing to do, right? Like,
it's the hardest thing to do.
It's so difficult.
Jesus.
So for those of you who are working on yourselves, more power to you.
Do it.
Yes, keep going. Keep going.
We're all different. Some of us like pineapple on our pizzas and are wrong.
Yeah,
I feel like we're tied because Lux and I think that's good, but Kaz has never had that. You've never had that.
I totally want to, though. Like, I'm in.
Right?
I'm in for it.
Try it.
Well, next time I come up to you.
Tiebreaker.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Smudge is gonna slip her some money to say the wrong
thing. You see, like, here we are on Tuesday. Like, this is, you guys didn't think you were getting a Therapy Tuesday today,
right?
Oh my God.
And here comes Lux in to save the day.
Kaza goes to therapy. Kaza goes to therapy every Tuesday.
And they get excited because after my therapy session, I will leave them a voicemail with a debrief of what I learned that day. And so now I didn't know how much they've come to rely on it.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yes, we have.
Fucking therapist.
Kaz will send a voice note and we'll be like, that's not you talking about therapy. Get out of here.
We had hairdresser Tuesday the last week, and I was like, what the hell's going on? That's not what I paid for. It's not what I signed up for.
Okay, you guys should chip in for my fucking therapy bills.
You really should.
But see, then Lux came in and saved the day because we didn't have Therapy Tuesday today, but yes, we did. Love it.
We did.
Thank you, Lux.
Therapy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. It's it was meant to be.
Sometimes I'm afraid that I give people whiplash.
That's how my brain works. Look, that was just a natural flow for me, generally.
Okay.
Totally.
Amazing.
Oh my God, no, this is like, I could talk like this all day long.
Same.
So the listener questions. First, before we get to the questions, we had someone who submitted a comment that I'm going to share. So this is from Lanuna Luna. When we asked for questions, she said, he reads poetry the way it's meant to be read, with sincerity, emotion, and vulnerability. And I love that I can feel all of that in his other audios too. I also appreciate that he doesn't go too over the top with them. They're mostly grounded, slice-of-life scenarios that feel honest and real. I never fully lose the awareness that they're scripted, but I can still easily and comfortably place myself in those scenes and forget the world for a few minutes. There's beauty in quiet moments and everyday routines, and he really seems to understand that so well.
Beautiful.
It's very nice.
So
I mean, but really, like, take that in. Like, I think it really encapsulates your audios,
your work.
That's
yeah.
That's
absorb that.
Thank you.
All right. Our first question is from Kylie. Were you surprised at the reactions to you using Spanish in your audios?
I didn't know how people would react to it. I feel like I took a creative risk to use Spanish in my audios. I think the first time that I used Spanish in an audio, I think it was a full Spanish audio. I was scared shitless. I didn't know what would happen. But yeah, I was very surprised by the reception and the general feedback that I got from people. I feel like a lot of people felt seen, and that was really incredible. And it was also, for me, a moment of learning to accept that side of myself. Not that I necessarily rejected it, but I mean, I am a son of immigrants in the United States, and growing up, Spanish was just not something you wanted to speak in public or at school, or, there's a certain warmth to it because it comes from this sense of home, but also it's something that is looked down upon elsewhere. So just doing that, I wanted to do it because I knew that there would be people who would feel seen by it, but I also didn't. I was scared because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this well, because I've never listened to Spanish audio erotica. Like, I don't know. There's certain things I don't know how to say, or how to portray. But yeah, it was really exciting, and I was really it was really nerve-wracking, but to see the feedback and the reception felt very almost kind of healing. Like, this is also part of who I am, and it's good. And yeah.
We've got a couple of questions about guitar, so I'm going to put them both in one. So from Mrs. Pizu and from Real Alley Cat. So Mrs. Pizu says, have you thought about playing more guitar in your audios? And Real Alley Cat says, what's your favourite song to perform on the guitar?
Okay, so I have thought about playing guitar in an audio, and that might be happening pretty soon. I have a project I'm working on that will include guitar playing. My favorite thing to play on a guitar, I like to just sort of improvise on a guitar, and I think this is what's maybe different. Guitar has always been sort of a self-soothing thing for me. And I think I realized that recently, but I've been playing guitar for a very, very long time, since I was like 13, 12, 13. I don't know. For me, playing guitar feels, it's like it's self-soothing, because I get to kind of just get into a flow state where I'm not thinking about things, I'm feeling things. And as someone who kind of always repressed emotions, to be able to express it in that way was just helpful. And there's also something very soothing about feeling like the vibration of the instrument on your body. Those are just things that I liked, and that's what makes it my favorite thing to do. So I don't have a particular thing that I always play. I like to play things, but I don't often go out of my way to learn something new, like a popular song or anything like that, to perform. It's usually just me sitting with the guitar, like feeling just the sound. Sometimes I'll just sit in the room, like with the lights off, like at night, and just like play in the dark. Like, that's kind of what I like to do. I did play in a few bands, and I got that experience too. But my absolute favorite thing to do is like shut the lights off, just shut the mind down, and just like focus on sound. That's what I thought I would be doing. I thought I would become a musician. I thought this was what I was going to do.
Okay.
I didn't think I would be doing like audio erotica stuff, but I realized there's sort of a crossover of like really focusing on the emotion of things, and allowing myself to flow in that. So that's been
well, if I could put in a guitar request for you, 7 Spanish Angels by Willie Nelson. Drop that into an audio somewhere. Thank you very much.
Specific.
It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite guitar. Like, when I hear the guitar in it, because it's got that Spanish vibe, but country vibe. No, Spanish and country type vibe. Yeah, seven
Spanish Angels.
I mean, we have been seeing a lot of your guitar TikToks lately. We were saying before you arrived that it was like all of a sudden, maybe it's not all of a sudden, but like we're seeing more of you on social media.
Yeah.
Are you posting more in general on social media?
I'm posting more on TikTok. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, we're seeing more, but I don't know if it's just because it was the guitar that found its way to me.
No, there's a
was it Lux or FYP? Like, which was it? Right.
That's so funny.
Exactly.
Which one was it?
Yeah.
I think that I've changed my approach towards social media. I think TikTok itself is just a really different beast, and I just wanted it to be something positive. Music to me is kind of just a big light to me, like in my life. So I'm like, yeah, this will kind of shock and awe people because I'm an erotic voice actor, but you're not even hearing my voice. I'm just like playing guitar. I'm just gonna play guitar for you. Like that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm gonna show up on your screen. I'm gonna play guitar for you, and I just play. And it's also because it's not something that I don't think a lot of people knew that I did. It's one of these funny things about me that I don't immediately share with people that I play guitar. I think Lady Lux didn't know I played guitar till like a long time after she we met, and it was just something that I didn't want to like lead with. And I just decided, I'm just gonna try this out. I think she was in the room when I started playing, and I was like, I think I'm going to record this. And she was like, yeah, go for it. And I hit record, and the room was a little dark, so you could just barely see me. And I'm literally just playing around. Like I didn't get into a performance mode or anything. And even like the video is a little dark. You just see my hand. I didn't know how people would react to that.
You do now, love.
You
do
now.
And now I'm like, oh, okay, this could be a thing. Like I could just continue doing this, and the reactions and comments and everything. I'm like, wow, I didn't think people would react this way because this isn't audio erotica related at all. It's
women.
It is, I don't know.
Not everything's all about audio erotica, right?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
The strumming looks really nice.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, and it's clear. I mean, it's so clear. It's so clear that you play guitar so well. You could tell just by the way that you play him. Like this is not someone who fucks around with guitar. Like he plays. You could just really tell.
Yeah, you don't play guitar like we speak Spanish. And I'm going to throw this in because somebody sent in a question in Spanish, and I think each one of us should say it in our own like whatever. And if you understand it, and if you understand any of it from any of us, so we'll each say it, what it's written down. I ain't got a clue. And then you can see which one you understand. Kazza, you're first.
Us on the spot. Oh, me? Okay, great. All right. ¿Tienes planeado hacer más audios en español para Quinn?
Jules?
¿Tienes planeado hacer más audios en español para Quinn? Kaz is going to win.
Smudge?
¿Tienes planeado hacer más audios en español para Quinn?
You're an asshole.
See, that was the best one.
Thank you. I knew. Hit that British twang to it, didn't it?
There you go. Yeah. You got it.
Well, let me try. Do you have plans? Something more audios
to do more audios
on Quinn.
Yep. See,
more audios on Quinn.
Wow, you guys got it. Yeah. I don't have a script ready to go or anything, but I do plan to do more audios in Spanish for Quinn. I don't know that I'll do a full Spanish audio because I do want my audience to understand. So I think bilingual audios is my way to go. I'm not ruling out full Spanish audios in the future, but I don't have any plans to do one there yet. I want to be as genuine as possible, and I think the last bilingual ones that I've done are the most genuine to me because it's my lived experience. Bilingual communication with a partner in my context in the US is where I'm at, and it's the most genuine to me. So that's why. But yeah,
I mean, as you can see, I mean, all three of us were basically fluent.
Yes, exactly. Changes from place to place.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, my Massachusetts dialect.
There's a tiny pocket in Spain that understood what I said.
No, there's not.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. In your audio, cielo, Is that how you pronounce it? That
Yeah.
was a beautiful use of the bilingual, because like
Beautiful.
even the parts of it where you're speaking Spanish, you know what's happening in the scene even without
Yes.
being able to like translate the words. So
Mhm.
that was
Yeah.
really
Well
yeah,
done.
and that was a powerful audio anyway. Like Jesus,
So
Thanks.
powerful.
the statement of the world, you know.
Mm-hmm. That
Thanks.
was really
Yeah,
good.
that was yeah.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was.
I didn't know how people would react to that one either. But I felt it was needed.
So needed.
So
it was
needed.
something that I also needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But yeah, I think that is the bilingual context that I'm most comfortable in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess we kind of like spoke in code. Like, so for listeners who haven't heard that audio yet, could you just give like a quick snippet about what the plot, what it's about?
Yeah, Cielo was I think it was released in June of last year. I don't
Mm-hmm.
quite remember.
Yep.
But we were experiencing some really tough times. It was sort of the first time that ICE was out there picking people up from different places. It's just a completely different way of enforcing policies, I guess. And I didn't want to make something that was outright political. I wanted to make something that was very human. And it was really difficult for me to get into the creative headspace at that time.
Yeah.
And I think that what helped me get there was just thinking I'm just going to tell a story of things that we are actually experiencing, and
Mm-hmm.
how people, real life everyday people, are experiencing it and how it's affecting our lives, because like it or not, it's happening, and it's happening to us, and it's happening in our communities. And I would just want to invite you to walk in our shoes for about 20 minutes. And that, because I didn't know how else to express it. I think that there is power in people being able to understand the experiences of others, even if
Mm.
it's not their own lived experience.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
I didn't want to take the route of arguing against something or just yelling and screaming about
Mm.
something. I wanted to have you walk in our shoes. And so the story just surrounds a couple who are having these conversations that like everyday normal people that I knew were having, including myself, of like, hey, so and so is really scared about this, and they're really anxious about it, and they're afraid to leave their home, even though they're fine. Like they shouldn't be worried or scared about this happening to them, but there's just so much fear and uncertainty around it. And my partner in the audio asking me like, hey, like, are you carrying your documentation with you? And I'm like, why the fuck do I need to carry documentation?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to. Like, I don't need to worry about this at all. And yet here we are worrying about it, and
Mm.
it's affecting us. And so that's where it came from. But I also
Yeah.
wanted to have that aspect of, I guess for me, my culture is very like, we can get through anything. And there's this aspect of we can joke about things, and we can have fun even in these moments of a complete uncertainty. And so that's what that audio kind of invites the listener into. And
Mm-hmm.
as it progresses, it goes from like this nervous, anxious state to more of like, okay, we're just gonna have time together and have fun, and we're gonna get sexy with each other and like whatever,
Yeah.
And then I end it on a note of, again, kind of bringing it back to reality. There's a knock at the door, and then all of a sudden we're back to where we were at the
Mm.
beginning. And it's just like, I felt that I really needed to do that. And again, I didn't know how it would be received. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know, because it's such a divisive issue. I don't think it should be, but it
I was
is.
like, should it be though?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I mean, really.
Ugh, shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also it's like, does it even belong in audio erotica? Again, and
Yeah.
I feel like I continue to find ways I just want to be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess
That's what we want.
that was the best way to do it for me. And it was also the best way to kind of kick my creative mind back into gear, because
Yeah.
I really did feel this sense of not safe. And
Yeah.
you kind of have to be in a safe headspace to be able to create. And that's not something that's completely gone for me, but I guess we've learned to deal with it, to manage the anxieties and fears that maybe we grew up as kids and thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get home from school one day and my parents are not going to be there. Those things that we sort of outgrew and we became adults and now we see it happening to others. It still kind of triggers this like fear. But I think that's another reason why I've sort of focused on here, like here with myself, here at home, here with like my actual like neighbor, like my neighborhood, my community, you know, the people who I actually talk to. And so, you know, I don't say what I do or what I'm working on like the internet or social media or whatever. Like I don't, you know, I want to, I guess, lead with action, and lead with love and lead with understanding and lead with this openness to change and to understanding other people and to understanding that people on both sides are human and that honoring that is something that requires a certain sense of courage and strength. And yeah, there's a lot. I don't talk about this very often because it does reach very deep into who I am as a person. And I think that myself, as many others, are, I hope, hopeful still that good can happen and that humans can remember that we are all on the same planet at the same time and that we are sharing this world together. And it's like watching the Artemis mission and then them, you know, like shooting off to the moon or whatever. Like the most impressive thing for me was being able to look back on Earth and being like, we're all on this thing together. We're all experiencing tragic things. Why can't we just look beyond ourselves? And just why, you know? And I want to continue to be optimistic. And sometimes that's really difficult to do. But I do see the value in that. And I think that creativity is a rebellion against this dystopian hopelessness that is so pervasive. And I don't want to add more to that. I don't want to add any more toxicity to the
already toxic planet.
It's just so much. Like, let's just not do that anymore. And I want to do something that is going to be healing. And obviously that begins with me. And then outwards. So that's I don't even remember what the question was, but yeah.
Well, to be fair, we normally ask our, you know, guests a final question about what is sexual freedom. But to be fair, I'm quite happy that we've just talked about general freedom. And I think that covered it in its entirety for me. How about you?
Yeah.
Thank you for the really thoughtful work you put out there because it matters.
It matters
and
much.
It hits. So
thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the intentionality behind it.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
Oh my God.
A really amazing one, actually.
This has been an amazing conversation.
So amazing. Oh my gosh.
We went everywhere.
I love it.
I love it.
It's been a genuine pleasure, and thank you so much for your honesty, your vulnerability.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, thanks for accepting the invitation. It's been like really such a pleasure. You have a Patreon, I know because I'm in it. Can you share a little bit about what goes on in there so people know what waits them?
Yeah, so the Patreon, honestly, it's like I'm inviting you to my living room where I come in and hang out with you guys and I create stuff that maybe is not necessarily stuff that you would hear on Quinn. I do have like the group chat that's on there. You don't have to actually be in the group chat. You can choose to be on it or not, and that's totally fine. But I do share updates on like, hey, I'm working on this audio for this week, and like, what do you guys think about this? I think for Let Me Take Care of You, I did ask, you know, what are some like I like to have some like audience or listener feedback. Like, what are some of the things that you would feel are really comforting that could be an audio erotica? And I just kind of took some of those ideas and ran with them. I read safe for work things. I read poetry. I read books. I've been reading Winnie the Pooh, but I get to do all the voices and stuff. And some people really love that. I've been working on getting some music recorded so I can post it there. So like I have things on TikTok that are maybe like a minute long or 30 seconds or whatever. So I have like longer content on there. It's honestly, like I said, for me, it's a place where I get to go and be creative in maybe a little bit of a different way. There still are like, you know, spicy audios on there, but it's not the only thing that I do. So when I first started Patreon, I was so like intimidated by it because I'm like, I don't exactly, how do you do this? I don't know what people are expecting. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just a lot of fun and I get to be kind of spontaneous and creative. We recently did a haiku writing challenge and I got to read everyone's haikus and it's just fun. It's been a really great space. It's been really fun. I enjoy the little community there. So basically like I'm not posting like every day on social media, but I do go on Patreon and I try to like basically that's my space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll post photos of my pets and maybe coffee or whatever I'm writing that week. So
and you do have some poetry.
Yes.
So you do have, I just look as much as
Sorry, do I have something stuck in my ear? I didn't hear the first letter in that word.
Poetry.
Yes.
That's freaking awesome.
It's so good.
Oh my God,
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah. It is.
I don't need the explanation. I don't think
don't.
if it's exactly what I think it is.
That is exactly it.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah. But it's a fun space. And it's so funny because like I didn't know you had a Patreon at all until you posted a guitar TikTok of all things.
There you go.
And I was like, because obviously I comment on every guitar one because I love it. But you said something like, "Oh yeah, there's even more of this on my Patreon." I'm like, "What?"
On my way.
First of all, there's a Patreon, and second of all, there's music. So it's one of those like, you guys know Patreon, right? Like, let me hop on for a month and check this thing out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm home." Like, it's just like, the people are so sweet in there, and like, yeah, it's just
Starting to think you got a bit of
place.
a guitar kink.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? No, I love. Yeah. No, I just feel music deeply. Smudge.
Right.
Everything's not a kink.
I don't think you're supposed to do that with the guitar, but each to their own.
Well, I am glad you joined, and I'm glad that you have had a good experience. I think everyone they're great. I don't post about Patreon as often. I guess what I want people to know about Patreon, something I would lead with, is it's not just exclusively spicy things.
Yeah.
It's a space for me to be creative and interactive. And that's where most of that happens. And so if you do like the guitar playing, if you do like the poetry and the writing and the chaotic creativity, that's where it's at.
Lux, it's been brilliant. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We can't wait to have you back on.
Yes, please.
With the guitar.
A guitar game?
Thanks, Lux. Your lunch hour's more than over.
Yeah, sorry.
It is.
Get back to work.
I gotta get back to the grind.
Back to the grind. Jinx.
Thanks,
Enjoy
Lux.
the rest of your work day.
Thank you.
Bye, Lux.
Bye.
All right, so that was Lux.
It was.
Oh my gosh. I didn't want to stop talking.
It was, I mean,
That
wow.
went so many different ways.
But it was so deep and like...
It was so deep.
It was, I mean, he really gets the power of this work and the intentionality he puts into it. Yeah. I don't know. I was obsessed. I loved it so much.
Even just hearing someone that we're chatting with talking about how he's changed talking to his friends outside of the space.
Right?
I love that.
Oh my God, that was wonderful to hear. And just to have him kind of not go down a rabbit hole about it, but just be so interested in wanting to make that difference with his male friends. Huge.
I mean, massive, really massive that that he wants to make such a difference that he's doing his own work and then, passing it along to friends and community.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Told you, small conversations lead to big changes. And
love that.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a big conversation that hopefully will lead to big changes.
There you go.
Thanks, Lux. We can't wait to have you back.
Thanks, Lux.
Sometime. All right, Clitizens, we hope you enjoyed our conversation with Lux as much as we did. You know the deal. If you could comment, rate, review, share, all the things, would really appreciate it. We love any feedback, any topic ideas. You can email us at quincastpodcast@gmail.com. You can go to our website, quincast.com, and leave us a voicemail, which is fun. But yeah, we'll be back soon with another great episode. For now, this has been Kaza. Your voice matters.
This has been Jules. Go put those lips to good use.
And this has been Smudge. Keep wanking.